Earth was a really cool place. Everyone was just chilling out. Days were bright and super sunny. People laughed a lot and had loads of fun. Life was pretty awesome, like one big happy neighborhood party. Kids played all sorts of games outside. Dogs barked at mailmen like they do. Everything was totally normal, just regular, but way, way up high, past the big blue sky, and even past the moon on the red planet Mars. Something strange was definitely stirring. Weird lights started flickering over there. Scientists saw them with their giant telescopes. They pointed them right at Mars. That's pretty odd, they all said. But nobody really worried too much yet. Not really, not at that moment. Down on good old Earth, life just kept going. People had picnics in the green parks. Kites were flying super high in the wind. Folks took evening walks under beautiful starry skies. Everyone dreamed big, amazing dreams. They felt totally safe and completely sound. No big, scary monsters to worry about. Just good times everywhere and good friends. The world felt so peaceful, super peaceful. Then one dark night, a bright streak of light. Zoom! Across the inky black sky it went. It was faster than any rocket ship. It was brighter than any star you've ever seen. It definitely wasn't a firework display, and it sure wasn't an airplane. This was something totally new. Something really, really big. Heading right for England. Uh-oh, big time. Crash! A giant metal thing slammed into the ground. It was a huge cylinder, super strange. It was hot and still steaming from its journey. People started to gather all around it. They were very curious, of course. What could this thing possibly be? Maybe it was just a space rock? Some folks even poked it with long sticks. That was a big mistake, a very, very big mistake. The cylinder then started to unscrew. Creak! It made a really weird sound. Then something slimy and gross peeked out. Tentacles, lots and lots of them, waving around and big, dark, staring eyes, so creepy. These were the Martians for real. And they did not look happy to be there. Not happy at all. Not one little bit. They looked hungry. Suddenly, whir, clank, boom! The Martians quickly built huge machines. They were tall walkers with 3 long legs, tripods, that's what they were. Giant tripods. They towered over absolutely everything. Little houses looked like tiny toys next to them. They made scary electric zapping noises. Zzzt. Whir. This was not good at all. This was bad. Then zap, a bright green beam shot out. It was a heat ray, super powerful. It hit a big old tree. Poof, gone. The tree just vanished into thin air. It hit a nice little house. Boom, kablooey. The house exploded into a million pieces. People screamed loudly. They were terrified. They ran as fast as their legs could carry them. The Martians were attacking. This was war. A war of the worlds had begun. Oh no! It was total panic everywhere. People were running in all directions. People were trying to hide anywhere they could. The Martians were blasting everything in sight. Their giant tripods marched on, crushing cars like they were soda cans, smashing buildings like they were made of paper. It was super scary, unbelievably scary. Like a horrible nightmare had come true. But humans are tough, really, really tough. Brave soldiers came running to help with their big guns and powerful cannons. Bang, boom, pow! They shot at the tripods. They were trying their best to knock them down. But the Martian machines were incredibly strong, super strong, almost like magic. Their shiny metal shields just glowed brightly. The bullets and shells just bounced right off. This was a really hard fight, so hard. But people didn't give up. No way, Jose. Neighbors started helping other neighbors. Strangers shared their food and precious water. Doctors and nurses helped anyone who was hurt. Everyone tried their very best to stay brave. They showed real, amazing courage. True grit, big human hearts fighting against big scary machines. That's the human spirit right there. Awesome. It was a sight to see for sure. The tripods just kept coming though. More and more cities started to fall. London, the biggest city, was in big trouble. The Martians seemed totally unstoppable, unbeatable. Their deadly heat rays were just too powerful. It really looked like Earth might actually lose. The sky was dark with smoke and fire, but a little tiny spark of hope remained. It always does. Always. Always. Even when things seemed completely hopeless. Humans kept on trying. They didn't quit. They fought back with clever plans and ideas. They tried to trick the Martian invaders. They hid in secret places and they ran fast. They never ever stopped believing they could win. Never ever. Not for a single second. They had to save their wonderful home. Their awesome, beautiful planet Earth. They just had to. Then something really strange started to happen. A Martian tripod suddenly stumbled, wobbled, it creaked and groaned a terrible sound. Then it fell right down to the ground. Crash! What in the world was going on here? Did our brave soldiers' weapons finally work? The Martians inside those machines looked sick. Really, really sick. Like, super unwell. Uh-oh for them, good for us. It wasn't our bullets or our bombs, it was something much, much smaller. Tiny little things you can't even see. Earth's germs, just regular old germs. The common cold, the flu, things like that. Things humans get sick with all the time. The Martians had never met these germs before. Their alien bodies couldn't fight them off. Achoo! A Martian sneezed, and then, Martian down! One by one, all the Martians got sick. Their powerful, scary machines stopped working. Their big invasion was completely over. Done! All thanks to the tiniest little creatures on Earth. Who knew that tiny germs could be big heroes? Humanity was saved. We were all safe. Hooray! Shout it out loud. We did it. Earth was safe and sound once again. Time for a massive, planet-sized party, everyone. What an incredible, wild adventure that was.